there, this is Susie again. Today she's going to talk about bananas. Don't we all love bananas? And then we all go bananas. So here's a banana plant that is looking rather luscious here in Victoria. It's not one of the plants that people grow here in Victoria, knowing what the temperatures are like in Victoria. They are I would call it a native plant of Coffs Harbour, really. This is where the commercial growers grow bananas. And why in Coffs Harbour and not down Victoria? Number one, the temperature that a banana plant likes. So the ideal condition for a banana to grow really well, they like the temperature of around 25 degrees to up to 30 degrees. That's the ideal growing condition, and you are more likely to see bananas on them. Without those temperatures, you will never see bananas here in Victoria. So what is the ideal condition? As I said, it likes the temperate climate. That's why they do perform really well near Coffs Harbour Way, where plantation is huge. The soil is alluvial, rich, dark, compost type of soil up there, then perhaps down here. Having said that, that's the ideal type of soil this particular banana plant likes. And we can't call it banana palm or banana trees because they are neither. These are the herbaceous perennial, which has got, is the family of ginger and birds of paradise, a distant cousin of all those plants. So that's why they are herbaceous and perennial. They never lose their leaves, but the only time that you need to cut in the natural environment, the bananas, when they start fruiting, you have the fruit, and after fruiting, when you pick your banana, you literally have to get rid of that particular plant because you will not get second bananas on a plant. And me, myself, coming from a tropical paradise, which is Fiji, home growing, where my father used to grow them in his own backyard, and he used to have a deep well, really probably about a meter deep to a meter wide depth into the soil. And in the ground, he used to just dump in as much compost, as much leaf matter, and as much of anything that a banana would grow really well. He would dump in that pothole first. One of the main ingredients I remember was he used to take buckets and buckets of chicken manure. Why chicken manure? Because chicken manure had a lot of potassium that bananas love. And from bananas, that's why people tell us that we must eat a lot of bananas so that we get enough potassium in our body. Now, and also they are rich in nitrogen. You need to provide them with soil that is rich in nitrogen and, of course, full of potassium. So this is the plant that I am growing here in Victoria, which is really unusual for a banana plant to be growing in Victoria. In Victoria, we grow them as an ornamental plant, as you can see. And we have a pot size about that. The bigger the pot, the bigger the banana plant would be. Smaller the pot, the smaller the banana plant would be. In here is pretty much of a medium size with a medium sized pot. And it will not produce bananas simply because it's in a small pot, number one. Secondly, we have winter months where bananas really hate temperatures below 18 degrees. Below 18 degrees, they start to suffer. They will start getting yellow on the leaves. They will have browning on the edges, and it will not grow. It will sulk, and the growth will start to slow down. The way bananas grow, as you can see, the leaves, the new leaves are formed and they come out right in the center. And the banana stump, as you can see, I will turn this around. The banana stump, which is this part here, it's all made out of the leaves going round and round and round to form a stump. This is how they grow. So it is really made out of mainly leaves in there. And the banana then comes out of right in the center with a beautiful flower. Usually it's purple, big flower, and then from the flower the little bananas appear, and it could produce up to 60 to 80 to 100 bananas on them. And that's how you grow bananas, and the conditions is like, as I was saying, in Victoria it is really hard going because the leaves really do go crispy because of the cold. It just hates it, and it doesn't also like high heat. Over 30 degrees it tends to suffer. Another most important thing that the bananas like in summer is about a bucket full of water every day. And you need to take them out, give them, supply them enough water and humidity that the plants like. Now I will get into that second stage of this, showing you how it is planted. See you soon. Susie is back here again, and she is going to put this little beautiful baby plant from the mother plant that we have planted this. I think it's about a year old, and it has grown up to this high. Don't forget, here in Victoria they do get hammered because I do not have warm conditions for them, but they do die, but they do come up again. So this is what has happened to it. All the leaves were dead, but it did arise in the spring. And it's got little babies here, as you can see. These little babies, one thing with banana plant, they do not like to be solely by themselves. They would actually sulk if you just put one banana plant anywhere. They like to be surrounded with babies, they like to be surrounded with friends. You need to have at least 2 banana plants, which would be a big mother plant, and then you have a baby. They don't like to be left by themselves. They just, for some reason, it's one of those things that bananas don't like. So that's why this one has got babies, producing babies. They just like that comfort zone, as we all do. Now I'm going to put this little banana plant into a big pot because my hubby wanted me to find a same size pot and put them in the same situation, which I didn't particularly want to do right now, but we just need to be careful because the pot is actually bigger than the plant. So what he needs to do is make sure in winter he doesn't overwater it, and that would make the banana plant really cold and it may die. So in winter he has to reduce the amount of moisture he gives to the plant. So now, as you can see, I am ready. I've half filled this pot with compost, leaf matter, bark chips, and my garden soil, which is really rich in plant matter and compost and mulch, leaf matter, and this is what it has got. I've half filled this, and this particular plant, I'm going to plant it, and hopefully without breaking it, without upsetting the plant. So I will just tap it on the sides here, so I can easily remove it, which you can't see, but all I'm doing is just basically rolling it and loosening the whole container. And it has come out beautifully. And it has got roots there. So all I'm going to do is just literally put it in the middle. And the level, I've already measured that, how much soil I needed to put. So all I have to do is surround it with this mulching type of soil. And I do not like to give banana man-made fertilizers. I like to give it as much composited stuff, leaf matter, and good soil to survive. It obviously needs a little bit more, but we will fix that once we have done the video, because I haven't got any more soils to bring and give it to it. So I'll just make some more soil and fill it up to probably another inch, so that it has got at least a centimeter for the water to sit on the top when we give it this particular plant a good drink. So this is another banana pot that my hubby would like to be keeping it closer with the other one. That's his favorite plant, so he likes things done perfectly for this banana plant here in Victoria. So thanks for watching my video. I hope I have made you think again to get a banana plant here in Victoria and try it. And I believe some of them do grow outside under the shade, which will work quite well away from the frost and too much cold. Next to the house, brick house is really good because you get the warmth from the brick to let it survive. But survival here in Victoria for banana plants is a little bit hard. And this one, obviously, in the hard frost, when there's really frosty outside, I don't keep it under heated condition. They just have to survive by themselves. Take care and enjoy your day. Bye for now.